This is rock cocaine, and these little pebbles cost $30. They're placed into the bowl of a small glass water pipe and heated. As the rock burns, smoke forms in the pipe. The smoker takes a hit, or inhales. The high that rock smokers say they get from this amount is very intense, but lasts less than an hour. Normal cocaine powder bought on the street is rarely more than 30% pure. Rock cocaine is much more potent. It tests out to more than 90% pure. The sudden demand for this new form of cocaine was triggered by a change in marketing strategy. Powdered cocaine is usually sold by the gram, costing about $120. Dealers found a way to expand their market and increase their profits by huge margins. They take the powder, add a simple household ingredient like ammonia or baking soda, and cook it in water. What's left are nearly pure chunks of cocaine base. The chunks can then be cut into little pebbles and sold for as little as $10, making it affordable to anyone, not just the rich and famous. It has an added attraction for dealers. Rock cocaine is highly addictive and keeps the customer coming back for more. Dealers had to come up with a place to sell their new concoction, and it wasn't long before rock houses became the convenience store for drugs.
They're ran by teams. There's someone who holds the sack, there's someone who's on the window, and there's someone on the door. Those are the primary responsibilities for operating a rock house.
A customer doesn't need cash to get past the front door of a rock house. A hot VCR, a gun, or a stereo will do the trick. Just about anything can be bartered for rock.
Well, if a guy comes to me, and instead of giving me money, he offered me something that I would take the money and go buy anyway, I would take that, give him what he needs, and cut out one extra step. There are places in this city where if I bought a VCR for $50 or a $50 or $60 rock, if it is new, if it is in the box, I can get $150 cash the next day. No questions asked.
The rock cocaine business is tied directly to stolen property. These stolen items were seized when police raided a rock house a few days ago. So it came as a surprise when Captain Romero Humel, commander of the South Precinct, announced that burglaries in his area, the Rainier Valley, have nosedived. Burglaries in the city were up by 16% during the first half of this year over the same period last year. But burglaries are down by almost that much, 15%, in the Rainier Valley. Captain Humel says his anti-crime team that's been hitting the rock houses was responsible for the turnaround.
About 3 months ago, we had 40 rock houses that we knew of, and there was a lot of activity occurring at those places. We've been able to close down 28 of those houses, and we still have about 10 or 12 of them still operating. And we're working very hard to close them, too. Certainly the search warrants and the amount of arrests and the recovery of stolen property and narcotics and money that the anti-crime team has been doing in the last 2 months has made an impact on crime in the valley.
But those burglary statistics may be back on the rise in the Rainier Valley. 2 weeks ago, Captain Humel's anti-crime team was pulled off the streets, igniting a controversy within the police department and City Hall. When we return, what's being done to stop the spread of rock cocaine traffic? Is it enough?
That's your sister, right? Did you stop and see her?